Hi friends and fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm on a self-love, self-help journey and I want to take you along with me. So be sure to subscribe so we can become family and get to know each other. Okay, so today we are talking about childhood trauma, why it's important to heal from childhood trauma, and how it affects the person we are and person we hope to be in the future. We also talk about the effects it has on our well-being. For the sake of this video, we're going to define childhood trauma as anything that negatively or deeply traumatized you in your childhood and affected the way you grew up. So this does include all forms of abuse and bullying. It's important to grow from and let go of childhood trauma because one study has shown that it literally stuns your brain. Most, if not all of our love styles are learned in childhood. So if you're holding on to traumatizing events, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to being put in a situation with a partner that exhibits some of those traits. For this reason, it's not uncommon that a person who grew up in a mentally or verbally abusive household to end up dating a verbally abusive partner. Another example of this is children who grew up in domestically violent households end up in domestically violent relationships. It may also cause you to hurt the people you care about. Remember, hurt people hurt people. And you may unintentionally find yourself taking out some of your hurt and some of your pain on the people around you, the people that care about you. It also isolates you from the world and new experiences. Trauma can cause you to develop anxiety or depression, which will make facing the world and new experiences difficult. It can also leave you angry and bitter and a hard person to be around. And make it difficult for you to open up to the world and open up to people. Now that we've defined trauma for the sake of this video and some of the negative impact it can have in your life, let's talk about how we can start healing from it. Note that healing is not easy. It's not easy, but it is possible. Now, as you start to unravel some of your trauma or wanting to deal with it, I would suggest you find a therapist, find a good counselor or someone you feel comfortable talking to. And with everything, the first step to fixing it is to acknowledge it. So you have to acknowledge what caused your trauma, what hurt you. This is going to be painful, but go back into your memory banks and acknowledge that certain events did hurt you. You can't face it if you can't acknowledge it. Next, you have to find an outlet to release the emotion attached to it. Once again, a therapist will come in handy for this, or speaking to a loved one or the person that did hurt you. My favorite is writing it down. I tend to not like speaking too much. Once you acknowledge the trauma, don't bottle it back up. Find a medium to release it. Next, let it go. You're never gonna forget what happened, but you don't have to forget it to let it go. If you're having a hard time letting it go, forgive the person that hurt you. That will release some of the emotion attached to the trauma. And forgive yourself. Remember, you're not the same person now that you were then. If you knew better, you would have done better. So there's no should have, could have, would have. You did the best you could in that situation at that time. Forgive yourself. Remember, you're not a victim, you're a survivor. At the time, yes, you were a victim of. Now you are a survivor of. And there is strength in that. So acknowledge your own strength. So in the comments below, let me know what processes you have taken to release some of your trauma and any advice you have for anybody dealing and trying to let go of. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.